Hello, everybody. Hello. Right now. Yo, let me tell you, before I tell you what it is, this your host, Adrian Jones from Monumental Comics. And as you can see, we got Supergirl on the menu. And this is a review. It's got spoilers. So if you don't want to hear the spoilers, don't listen. I'm telling you right now, because I'm gonna spoil your diet. I'm gonna mess up your apple. I'm gonna mess up your salad, all of that stuff, y'all. But this has to be done because I'm hearing so much stupid stuff on the internet with these fake narratives and phony oh god, it just totally does. Oh god, it bottomed out and all this. No, if you look at the people who do some of these reviews, you would know better than to listen to them about any movie. About any movie. Now, with that being said, let's talk about Supergirl. And I'm not going to keep you like this all night. I'm not going to keep you like this. We need to share screens so you can really get involved with what took place, get it in your mind, get it all refined. So get reclined, get relaxed. Here we go. We're gonna get into uh the real deal about Kara L. Jarrell, the cousin of Superman, basically, man. This movie is DC's finest space movie, period, across the board. Anybody want to challenge me to a debate on it? I'll let you, boy. I will see you. And we will see you're full of it because Kara L got busy. Um, Everybody was mad at her look. Let me tell you something. You thought she was cute in House of the Dragon, huh? The Game of Thrones knockoff. It was your girl then, huh? Oh, Kara, I see you see all them little goofy comments. I hit Kara L, but she not cute enough to be your Supergirl. All of a sudden, she not super enough for that, huh? All of a sudden, she ain't got enough perk under the S. Now you mad at her dental work and all this other stuff. She was cute in that House of Dragon to you, huh? Where's all my medievalers at? Because they was big and Kara, she's Millie Alcock is now all of a sudden she's ugly. You're just some James Gunn haters. Just be honest with yourself, man. Just be honest with yourself, straight up and down. So the movie starts out. Kara L is in a place where there's a red sun. So there was a lot of stupid stuff. How was she going to get ear piercings? Oh, they made a mistake. No, stupid. Under a red sun, or a green sun, we'll get to that in a moment. The powers aren't the same, are they? Remember why they sent Superman to Earth? Because he would thrive under a yellow sun? Remember they wouldn't send him to a red sun planet because he wouldn't thrive, his powers wouldn't flourish there? Silliness. Anyway, she's getting blitted. The puppy is getting lit with her. They're pooping, doodling. They're getting doodle faced, as they say. And she's doing that. And we find out why a little later on in the movie. And I'll skip to that part now. She was raised with her father and mother. When Krypton blew up, this is kind of a new twist on the story. There's a piece of Krypton that didn't blow up because her father made a force field around a certain part of the planet, knowing it was going to blow up. The unfortunate part for those people was this: even though it was encapsulated with the force field, some type of nutrients or something let off some krypton poisoning that is in the base of their planet, and it began to poison all of them. So it was like being in a radiation filled uh, part of the planet, and you're eating food and stuff from there. And first, her mom catches it, and other Kryptonians catch this cancer. And then eventually, her dad gets the cough. I have to get you out of here. I have baby. You could feel him, the actor, trying to push his urgency. One of the weaker actors of the film, but he wasn't really that bad. Everything was fine concerning. And you could see she didn't want to leave the world because she didn't go as a baby like Clark did. She's around like maybe teenage years or 10 years old, maybe. She don't want to go. So she got to watch almost both of her parents die off, not Papa, because Papa had to ship her out. She watched Mama die off. Then she got sent over to Earth. On Earth, she didn't feel, wanted, liked, etc., etc. And so she's been looking for a home, and she goes to the Red Sun areas because she's normal there. She can feel, she can get drunk, she can get tipsy, she could fit in, sort of. And so that's her thing, is to get lit and tipsy. I'm not going to give you every spoiler, but at any rate, the movie begins with her sidekick, Ruthie. Where's little Ruthie at? We're going to get the little Ruthie. There go little Ruthie right there. This is little Ruthie right here. Ruthie, look, there go that House of the Dragon stuff right there. But Ruthie, as you can see, played by Eve Ridley, her family gets obliterated. And when I mean obliterated by this man here, Krem, from the Brillans. Now, this is Krem in the comic books. You probably haven't seen him look like this, right? This is Krem. Just want to give you some visuals. In the books, this is him. See how he lit Supergirl up, cleaved the man, and he's from a different planet. He's an archer from a different planet. But in the movie, he looks more like Pinhead. Here he goes. Matthias Schoenaerts plays him. And he did a great job, yo. He's fantastic in the film, yo. He's fantastic in the movie. But this is how he looks in the movie. Notice his eyes stay a reddish color. And he's running with, they're calling them Ravengers. But in the movie, they're called the Brillans. And I don't know if that's like an alien race in the DC universe. I'm not the biggest DC head. I'm more of a Marvel kiddo. And of course, creating our own monumental comics and things of that nature. Shameless plug. But here's Krem, the master archer. Krem comes in and he's talking to the parents. He's coming for the swords that Ruthie's father makes. Little Ruthie's father makes excellent swords, right? And in making these excellent swords, people come from miles around. It's like a Hattori Hanzo sword from Kill Bill, right? He's coming for the metal. He need that metal, B. So he's doing his thing. He comes for the metal, and when he gets there, the two parents are in the front talking to him, right? They don't want their children to see any of this. Ruthie runs out, nosy little cuss that she is. And so he's looking at her. Now, what are the Brillans known for? For capturing little girls. Now, as a truck driver, it just hit home immediately. I was like, damn, we got, truckers against trafficking and all that stuff. And that's exactly who these dudes are. They're female traffickers. They grab raids and hordes of females and do as they wish with them. As I take a sip. So she's there, and her brother's listening to music on some type of headset. He looks over and he just wants to kind of scare his sister. He runs out there, says boo, and Krem acts so fast. He chucks something and hits him in the back and kills him instantly. So this set it off. The family wants to fight. They're no match for Krem. Everyone dies except the little girl. Now, she's going door to door like a salesman trying to find people who will help her avenge the loss of her family to this Krem dude and these Brilliant dudes. She walks into a bar. When she goes into the bar, it's about to go down. And so when she goes in there, she gives her spiel, and you have two alien figures who know about the swords. They don't. No one's listening to her until she speaks on these swords. When she speaks on these swords, your daddy is who? That's how. Who's your daddy? And as soon as that went down, all of a sudden, they coming to get the swords from the little kid, and there ain't nothing she could do about it. So this monstrous beast screams at her, gets saliva all on her, weird stuff, takes her sword, hops on his, it looked like a tauntaun from Star Wars. Looked like he hopped on his tauntaun. And Supergirl was like, hold up, we're not going to disrespect the little girl like that. That's not going down. And so she gets it on, and she gets it on with a couple people in there. She clears out the bar, basically. And as she clears out the bar, the little girl wants her to help. She's not really interested. Not only when she clears out the bar, they find out Lobo is in the bar, and he's looking for a friend of Krem's. It's a bounty on his head. You know what Lobo is? He's the bounty hunter. And he's sitting in the corner the whole time. He wasn't even moved by the fight. And so then, here we go. They get out the bar. Lobo goes his way. They go their way. The family who owns the bar, it's like a black couple. Their daughter had been taken by the Brilliants. But they don't admit that at first. We don't know that yet. We'll get to that in a minute. Supergirl goes home. Ruthie knocks on her door early in the morning with the same spiel. I am Ruthie from such and such. So if you wonder why they say the little girl is annoying, it's because she keeps saying the same spiel through most of the movie. She just was a little annoying, right? Purposely. But the writing is good. Everything is good in there. Everything is fair enough. I thought the jokes and the banter was fine. It was up to par. We'll get to some things that were overdone in a few. Anyway, Supergirl is not interested in helping Ruthie. Supergirl takes a dump while Ruthie's talking. Ruthie happens to walk in her house back there and startles her, and they take a walk in the park. She just wants to walk Ruthie off the property and let her do whatever. While this is happening, Krem and the Brilliants see the spaceship that Supergirl is driving in, and they jack the ship. But in jacking the ship, Crypto notices their presence, as dogs will, because they're good. All good dogs go to heaven. And that's exactly where Krem tried to send Crypto. He shot him with a kryptonite arrow. Foop, foop. Crypto goes down. I don't even think it was a kryptonite arrow. It was something else in there. Something that only the Brilliants have access to curing. And he wears the cure on his neck. Apparently, all of them do. And so, they jack Supergirl's ship. It takes off in like a space dimension for she can even fly up towards him. because she's worried about crypto for about 2 seconds, and they disappear in timely fashion. Now she's pissed off. So they take crypto to uh, a doctor, so to speak. She said the only thing that can help him is what they usually wear around their necks, the Brillins, which is the cure. So now the adventure is about to begin. The first thing they do is go back to this home or to the bar where that family ran the bar. And this is when we find out that their child had been taken by the Brillins, and they offer Supergirl something to drink, right? Some more, some some strange tea, if you will. She drinks it, and now she might need the cure too. So she, they're coming. The Brillins are coming, but they're coming to collect Supergirl, right? And Ruthie, and so Supergirl is doing her best to stay awoke. So she starts to drink and coat her tummy with milk of magnesia. You know how we do it, and she's throwing up, trying to fight these Krillins off. And Krem comes, dog walks her a little bit. Anyway, I'm gonna skip some parts because you need to go pay your tickets. You need to go see it. I'm just making it so you can get the gist of how good this flick was. Good, yo. Flick was very good. Anyway, that's what is that? The little shorty there. So here goes. She gets captured, right? And she's doing whatever. We'll get to that part later. Anyway, they're trying to get back to. I think I'm actually skipping a part, which is good because you should go see it anyway. I'm gonna skip around randomly. Anyway, there's a part where they're trying to catch a bus to to where these people are. Right, here's that bus right here. This is the spaceship right here. It's a space bus. They get on the space bus, and I believe it's nanobots that attack her. They're like female alien type creatures, and they got like little robot spiders. Supergirl is in desperate need of a yellow sun. Now, that's the over repeated part that happens during this movie a little too much. But looking online, the way stupid people talk, maybe it was necessary that they said, I need a yellow sun. My gosh, what am I going to do? I can't shake this, blah, 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 blah. Right. So maybe it was necessary that they said it that many times for some of the numbskulls out here who say stupid stuff like, how's she going to get an ear piercing if you can't pierce her skin? Obviously, people who have never read the books. Obviously, people who don't even know about Superman. So anyway, they say this pretty regularly early on, even late in the film, just to keep the reminder in your brain of why things have to happen. So they lock her up, or beat her up, I should say, and then they put her in, or she makes her way to this part of the bus so she could get a breather. Yeah, she steals one of their transporters. This way she can kind of do like Nightcrawler and disappear and reappear and fight them in the plane. She's fighting like three of these nanobots. She's fighting like nanobot spiders and these females who jack the space bus. They come and rob the space bus. And when they rob the space bus, they take the sword from Ruthie. They take something from Supergirl, and they had enough. They was like, oh, we got to get busy. Supergirl jacked their teleporter, and she gets kind of Nightcrawlerish and starts beating them up. And then she's hiding, putting on a spacesuit so she could try to get to a yellow sun, which is peering right around the corner of a planet. And so what happens is during this fight, they beat her up, and then they open up the portal and it sucks her into space. while she's in a pretty weak state. So she floats, and you're thinking all is lost. And then the sun revives her, and she gets strong. And you know when Supergirl gets strong is once again this song. And so she gets to whooping these folks. She get to whooping these nanobots. Once she whoops them, she gets the information on where the Brilliants are at. And once she gets the drop on where the Brilliants are going to be at, she's got to be at the place to be. You know what it is, right? She's got to be at the place to be. And so she gets there. There go Ruthie. There go Krem. There go the piss. There go the piss spot right there. Crypto's hitting it right on. He's hitting Daddy, his cousin, Superman. There go the space bus from the comic. And there go that sword. There go that sword. And what a bar scene it was. I'm telling you right now. If you listen to one of these Snyder marks and you don't go see this film, you're just cheating yourself. There goes that teleporting device right in their hand, right there. That had it lit in the bus. There goes the force field around the city. The part of Krypton they saved, but they released some poison in the grounds. So it was not meant to be. There go Lobo. Momoa was getting busy, Jason Momoa. And he was on the hunt. And we got just the right amount of Lobo. We didn't get too much Lobo where he would take over the film. We got just the right amount. He's here, he's there. And when it's time for him to be used, he gets busy. Because that's what Lobo is, a bunch of chaos. James Gunn is meant to build a Lobo movie. Now, Supergirl, I'm not going to give you the whole thing. I want you to go see it. I want you to go see it. But I'm going to give you the rundown because it's hot. If you don't go see it, you smacking yourself in the face. It didn't even need an after credit. It was good. It was a good flick. So, anyway, as you get closer to the end, obviously, the Brillans versus Supergirl and Lobo. Supergirl and Ruthie keep having conversations about revenge and murder and what it does to you and the mental and the psyche behind it. So she's trying to save Ruthie from doing in Krillin if she gets an opportunity on accident because she's not strong enough, but she's got the knife to get it done. She's got the blade from her dad who builds the swords. So towards the end, you're going to see Supergirl as if she was still possessed by Darkseid under his power. You know, under Darkseid's power, she will off you. She will unalive you, right? So you will see some things from Supergirl towards the climax of the film. And just keep in mind the conversation her and Ruthie keep having of why it's not good to do a certain thing, but why she will do it because of her grim past and things she's trying to let go and get rid of that she still hasn't done. She's still fighting demons. And you'll notice that because she's going to knock off some aliens on the way anyway. She's going to knock them off. So I'm telling you right now, Wonder Woman has nothing on this film. I was unimpressed by the Snyderverse with all the extra staring at each other instead of some type of action and long drawn out this and that. It was never that good to me. And now Snyder, I love your books. You write a hell of a Batman, my brother. I like some of your movies, but I'm not digging your Justice League or any of that. It just wasn't dope. It's okay at best. Wonder Woman was not even, can't even put a candle to this. Knock it off. This is probably DC's best and most incredible space film ever done. The only problem for DC marks, they don't like women. I don't know what's going on with some of these dudes. They don't like women leads. They don't really like women, some of them. And that's not a shot to the LGBTQ community. I'm just saying the stuff these dudes, they don't really like, they don't like women in general. So you want to be leery of one of them giving you some type of information on this film, because they're stuck on Snyderverse, which was doing no work anyway. It's doing no work anyway. And number two, this is a million times, a gazillion times better to me. I just have to keep it $1 with you, a whole $1. Just a better put together program, James Gunn's DCU. So if you haven't seen it, don't cheat yourself out of a good time. Go see it in the theater, because it's visually. You see this right here? Yo, it's visually worth it. It's visually worth it. As I just kind of go back over some of this stuff. Almost look like Battlestar Galactica. You notice the Battlestar. Battlestar, not so much. Battlestar Galactica, the space bus kind of resembled it. It just was, man, the world building was great in there. Some of the trailer, you got to see Crypto as a little one. They're going to a funeral when he runs up on Kara-El and gets adopted instantly. Krem, what a transformation that is, right? Krem goes from a redhead stepchild. Look at him. You old redhead stepchild. Is Supergirl looking vexed at him. It don't change. It don't change. Because when he get to looking like Pinhead, it's all the same. It's all the same factors. It's raw, it's edgy, it's witty, it's uncut. Move your butt, make sure you get your ticket. There it is. From a guy who don't even like DC like that. I don't even like. If it ain't Batwing, I ain't doing it. If it ain't Milestone, I probably ain't doing it. But Shorty got it done. Shorty got it done. I ain't gonna lie to you. And with that said, because I think we covered a little more than what you bargained for. Let me stop sharing. Where's my share? I think I stopped sharing anyway. I think it might have timed out. Stop sharing the screens. Go spend your money. Pay your money. Get your ticket. The movie is wicked. Monumental Comics. You know, I bid you adieu. I'll see you on the next one.